Well, hey Virgo, welcome back to Peony Lore, or welcome Virgo if this is your first time here. Our tagline is where we help you to find the beauty in all things, and that's what I intend on doing. This is a continuation of June. This is going to be from the 15th through the 30th. This is meant for all Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and I'm going to be all up in this one because Virgo is heavy in my chart. Basically, each card that's going to be pulled down is going to be an energy for the day. So, for instance, this is going to represent the 15th. So, it's kind of like a calendar style. At the end of each week, because there's 3 Mondays and 3 Tuesdays, we're going to hit it with 2 oracle cards to kind of help do a big Lebowski and tie the room together. If we feel the need or if I'm called to clarify a couple of different things, and I will use a separate deck in order to clarify for you. So I hope everyone is doing well. Ooh, that one came out. That's good. I hope everyone is healthy. I hope that everyone has been safe and has had a chance to kind of think about what state you're in compared to all of the shenanigans and things of that nature that have kind of cropped up recently. I'm not going to spend too much time on that topic, but hope you're doing well. And I'm glad that you're here, taking some time to receive the information that's coming from Spirit through me to you. And again, I'm going to be paying a little bit of close attention to this one. These are very specific, obviously, coming on. Nope, I need it to fall. Well, let's go ahead and start with what it is that we see. So we're starting up. There it is. Well, okay. You waited. That's cool. So what we're starting off with is a reason to celebrate. A reason to have some positivity in your world as we're carrying on into the Monday. So with the 3 of Cups, we're talking about, again, an opportunity to receive the benefits of joy, being joyful, and getting together with people where you can, a small party, a get-together, whatever the case may be. And that's fabulous. You should always take small victories as they come and take the opportunity to do that whenever you have the opportunity to do that. On Tuesday, it looks like we're in the 5 of Rods energy. This is Obstacles and Challenge titled on this particular card, but this is 5 of Rods. And so this is a little bit of conflict that's coming. Typically, it doesn't mean that there's a heavy fighting, but there can be. But this is just an obstacle and a challenge that you're going to need to get past when it comes to Tuesday. Look for that energy on that particular day. On Wednesday, we've got the 6 of Swords energy, which means that you're moving on, but somebody's helping you. Somebody's helping you to move on, to get past maybe a little bit of the cray-cray that happened here on Tuesday. All right. They're going to help you move past something. Because you're supposed to be going on the smoothing out the situation that will help you to carry you to calmer waters, so to speak, a little, calm waters. I mean, there's a reason for that. On Thursday, it looks like you slide back just a nub and you're going into the 5 of Swords energy, which is conflict and defeat. And I always tell people this is warning. This came up for literally every sign when I did the beginning, and I know why it came up. It was the energy of all the stuff that showed up, okay? But here's where we're at. This is choosing your battles with ease and grace. You may have won the battle, but at what cost, right? So choose your battles with ease and grace. It's okay to say what's on your mind. It's important to say what's on your mind. It's important to say what's on your heart, but there's a right way to do it that's not going to affect your energy later. So choose your battles with ease and grace, okay? Because just as easily as you're feeling like you are defeated, when you know that you have a minute to take a tea and kind of control what's going on within your thought process and your energy, then you can just as easily run back up the stairs. Okay, so we will do some clarification in this particular role because we're ending off Friday in the devil arena, which is temptation. And it's self-imposed limitation. So you're not allowing yourself to move past something. It can be any number of different types of things. I am being told to make sure that I bring up alcohol. Rejoicing and celebration is great. It's not reversed. This deck is not meant to be read in reverse, so I'm not doing that. If I get clarifiers that are reversed, then we'll take them if that's what I'm told to do. But I am being told to make sure that you understand that if you're carrying over a little bit too much celebration, it can affect something that could potentially be happening for you at work, which will make it difficult for you to continue to move on throughout your week. And if you get stuck into that thought process, then by the time you hit the weekend, then you really feel like you need to start that process all over again. That's really not going to help you. Had to say it because I was told to say it. Okay, so what we're going to do at this point is go into the 2 different oracles that will help to get past that weekend energy. And for all of you that are fathers, happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day for all of you guys are going to be celebrating with your fathers that particular weekend. A couple of reminders that weekend is heavy energy. Wednesday, Mercury goes retrograde. It will affect communication. So I'm not surprised that this kind of came up, but this is more for you independently with your thoughts. As you know, like I said, we've got the summer solstice that's happening on the 20th, longest day of the year. The next day we go into the annual solar eclipse, the Ring of Fire. So I hope you have an opportunity to take advantage of seeing that or being a part of it, and wherever you are in, well, I'm assuming the States, but I know other people are going to be watching this. So these are huge portals of energy, people. That's why we had to break this reading up and split it. There's so much that's going on here. There's so much that's going on here. We're still in major retrogrades here. Pluto, Saturn, Venus is still in retrograde, so I'm not, it will go direct the 26th, which is this following week. But yeah, oh, come on, fairies. The dragons are talking. What's going on? There it is. Thank you. So there's a lot of energies, and even if you don't necessarily have an affinity for thinking about those things, it does affect you on some physical levels, and it does affect other people in the way that they think. So let's go back here. So the Dragon Oracle is coming up with Source Dragon, which is attuning you to the infinite. So be still, in the silence, know that magic can happen, and just be in the moment. So that's the best advice from the dragons for that portal of energy that weekend. And then the fairies are saying journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned, but either way, make sure that you're ready when the time comes. So pack your passport now. Journey can mean internal journey as well. The reason I bring that up again is because we've got those big portals that are coming. I wonder if I should like lay this. The energies of the portals are going to be huge. It's going to affect people in different ways. Just know that what is meant for you is meant for you. Seems a little bit cattywampus, but I'm going to, just so that we can try to see those cards there too. Okay, we're going to move forward with the second Monday, which is the 22nd. Let's go for this particular week. All right. We got the first one. Okay, so there's discontent and boredom. We've got the cup energy again for that second Monday, from the 3rd to the 3 to the 4. Okay. I'm being told and guided, this isn't going to be for everybody, but there's a small section of people here that even if it's not you that is having an issue with, too much suds, so to speak, someone in your area is having that problem. Partnerships and alliances could potentially be affected again on that following Tuesday. So I'm not really liking this. We're definitely going to get into trying to clarify what is going on, who is creating this energy. Yeah. So partnerships and alliances is a 3 of Swords, and it is stepping out a little bit to try to survey your kingdom in a sense, and getting ready to make the next move. Okay, because you know that something has to happen. And there's that Friday card that came up. Okay, so the 4 of Cups, like I said, discontent and boredom is going on. The traditional deck, you see the guy with the back against the tree, and there's got 3 cups in front of them, and it's like the universe is handing you something that you're not willing to see or not take advantage of, or you're just completely like closed off to wanting to receive this information. You may want to significantly sit down and think about that, because partnerships and alliances on that next Tuesday are going to be a part of that decision very directly. Now again, like, this is very interesting. You've got water on Mondays. At this point so far, you've got fire on Tuesdays. You're in sword energy on the Wednesday. Mental conflict here. This is internal. this is choices. This is Two of Swords. And really this is making decision between your head and your heart. But you're having a hard time making that decision for some reason where you should be able to feel peace. The Two of Swords usually is peace when you can come up with that midpoint of making the decision between your head and your heart. And that's okay. So if there's something that's going on, I would invite you to partner up with someone who is definitely a fire sign. Okay, you're talking your Aries, your Leos, and your Sagittarius friends. If you're aware of what their particular energy is, you'll know it, though. This will be meaningful to you. What I do like about this is you're having an opportunity to kind of go through and figure out what needs to be said, because you've been gifted one of the best cards in the deck, which is the Ace of Rods. And this is Passion Ignited, which is how this is titled here. This is basically the universe, lighting a fire under your butt and giving you something that you really need. This is a huge gift to receive. And by that Friday, you are now turning the corner into the Six of Pentacles energy, which is material and spiritual prosperity. Six of Pentacles, complete balance within and out. Whatever you give, you will receive. This can also be a bonus of some sort that's showing up for someone that you weren't necessarily expecting. And if you do receive it, it's going to be more than what you thought it was going to be. So if you're thinking maybe taxes, well, I guess you kind of know what's going to happen with taxes, but something is coming for some people that you weren't necessarily expecting. I'm going to go ahead at this point and pull the last two, because that's what I'm told to do just for that month. Let's see how that energy carries on before we pull the oracles. A little bit different, but that's okay. We do what we're told. I keep being told to go back to the whole alcohol thing, and I get it, especially with where things have been. If people have not gotten back to work, then, there's obviously additional time. You don't have to be anywhere, you don't have to do anything, but it can affect you in a lot of different ways. Even if you're just a moderate drinker, be aware of the amount. Wow. Okay, yep, here we go. When we get back to the Monday, the 29th, we're in the Four of Swords energy, which is very, very much receiving rest and relaxation. This makes a lot of sense to me, because whatever's going on this weekend, and again, we'll still pull the other oracles, you do need to take time to go in, especially if you've received a bunch of downloads through any of those portals. And even if you're not necessarily understanding what all that means, when you sleep, you are giving your physical body a rest, but you are also receiving information in your dreams. You may not necessarily remember all your dreams, but if you're one of those people that do, then I invite you to keep a dream journal next to you and just come up with the feeling first of what it is that you remember when you wake up. That will definitely help you. But the next card that comes out here is the Justice card. This is balance, right? You need some balance in your world. It could be with love, it could be relationships, it could be with your career, but it can be your judgment when it comes to experiences with your body. So I just have to put that out there. That won't be for everyone; it will be for a select few. But that when justice does show up, it is here. It is here for you. Okay. I'm feeling very much that if you've gone through some trouble in the past, that this is here for you. So now I'm being told to go ahead and pull the oracles that we have here for this particular role. So we're going to go in with the Angels of Atlantis. We're going to find out what angel would like to work with our Virgos. Who can they call on when they're going through some of their issues here? I think it's the mental conflict for sure. Making the decision between your head and your heart. I feel that's where this one's going to go. Let's just see who pops up. Hey, Archangel Zapkiel. Is talking about ecstasy. I'm also being told, where I don't normally have to, I'm also being told to pull the book so that I can read the words, because ecstasy is what's coming out here. It's going to mean some things differently to different people. So, just real quick, these are tiny. Zapkiel, he's also the angel of lovers, just so that you know. A deep feeling of passion. There we go. A deep feeling of passion for your spiritual growth. Okay. Awe and joy. Loving information about your journey. Trusting the angels. They'll be there for you. Okay. Yes. Journey. Something is going to happen for you with you, okay? So be in the feeling of complete joy and ecstasy. So how you carried on for some people at the beginning of this upcoming week, carry that energy with you as much as you can, whatever's ecstasy for you. But there's a journey for sure for some people. This is a time of spiritual awakening for a lot of people. It's also the time for relationships to be tested, whether it's work or personal, because you are changing, you are growing, you are, you're kind of up-leveling and graduating a little bit. But so this next deck that I have here, this Rebel Oracle deck, is really kind of like a fun mid-break here. It is a call it like you see it. They're really snarky, but they're hilarious to me, and I just knew that we were supposed to use these in here. So let's find out what you guys want to say for our Virgos. Here we go. One card. Nope, I need it to fall out. There it is. All right, and what we have is stop fucking whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so just do it. I'm sorry, that's completely BA. I love that. So we'll take that advice from Spirit. All right. All right. All right. All right. That's pretty cool. I love that. We're going to go in with this particular row here. I'm being told to go ahead and cover that before I go into any other deep dives. This is the Sacred Geometry deck. Okay. Let's find out what our Virgos need to know. One card for our Virgo. Oh, there it is. Ooh, yep, I called it. Grounding and anchoring. Stay grounded. So when you receive these pieces of information, when you get something that's not necessarily what you like, just make sure that you're staying grounded within yourself. Okay? And then the final oracle card that we have here is from the Energy of Abraham, from Esther and Jerry Hicks. What do we have for our Virgos here, please? What do we have here for our Virgos? There it is. Oh, we have two. Well, we will take them. Okay. Balance, justice. My true success is measured by my alignment. Hello, that just came up with being grounded and anchored. And then the second one is, by default, I could have attracted unwanted relationships. I'm not surprised that this came up. I'm going to go ahead and read this one. My true success is measured by my alignment. So alignment with source, being inside your vortex of creation, becoming one with the true expanded version of you is the ultimate selfishness. And yes, in that state of alignment, all good things must come to you. Every rocket of desire that you have launched will be fulfilled. True success is not the attainment of things, the achievement of tasks, or the achievement of financial abundance. True success is the coming into alignment with you. Yes, selfishly aligning with your desires, your clarity, your confidence, your knowledge, your love, your joy, yourself. Spot freaking on. Okay. And then by default, I could have attracted unwanted relationships. Many of the relationships or experiences you have attracted, you would not have deliberately attracted if you had been doing it on purpose. But much of your attraction is not done by deliberate intent, but rather by default, okay? It is important to understand that you get what you think about, whether you want it or not. And chronic thoughts about unwanted things invite or ask for the matching experience. This is where the conflict is coming from. This is the conflict and defeat. For sure, it's what I'm being told. The law of attraction makes it so. So the thing about it is that, just like you're saying, like attracts like. The energy, like attracts like. If you're thinking about good things and moving forward in a positive direction, then that's exactly what comes to you. If you have a spin back a little bit, and it means you're possibly putting too much time and effort into something that's not necessarily for you, okay? We're going to go ahead and clarify the... I really want to hit that conflict and defeat. Can you give me some information about why Virgo is feeling that way? So the Hermit is inviting you to go in. What did they find when they went in? Ugh, more conflict. They got the five of, so this is directly related to the obstacles and challenges that showed up directly earlier in the week. Yeah, there's a burden that you just need to lay down. Give it up. Give it up. You do not need to be thinking about going backwards and fighting for something that just no longer belongs to you. You need to be the bigger person in a sense. What else can you tell us about? I want to get into the obstacle and challenge. What is it that popped up? What is it that popped up? What warning can we give? Oh, there it is. Okay, this is definitely job related. So something's going on at work. Someone's challenging you going back to work, which is creating an unhappy household right now. So for some people, this is, you haven't been called back to work. Like I said, you might have been doing a little bit too much party time. So there's some conflict that's going to happen with that. That's going to affect your home. But even if this was having an argument with someone at work, I mean, most of us spend most of our time at work, whether we're physically there or we're remote, right? So our work family relationship. What else do we need to know about this one? Come on. Is there anything else? Yeah. What you're wanting to have happen. Okay, let me back up. So the star will offer healing. The star often offers healing in a situation, okay? The star does talk about making sure that you're being healed, and there I'm been very strongly being told for some, not all, for some people it's the addiction. You need to like really, it's affecting things so much now that the universe is trying to help come in and help change you with that. This is the one that wants to come out for the moving on. Sorry. La 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 la. We're just going to put those back. They really wanted to jump. Okay. Yeah, you're moving on. Some of you are going to be moving on from that foundation. Some of you guys are going to be moving on from relationship with your beloved. Some of you guys are going to be moving on and going into a new direction with your work. Where the passion is ignited here, what I'm being told is caution with a different fire sign. I'm going to take one more card here for that one. Yeah. You're going to be moving on for some people. And this is the reason why the information is here. You're trying to think about what's going on. You definitely are going to be getting uploads. It's time for you to move. It's time for you to move. It's just time. The universe will support you when you move. You're tempted to slide back a little bit, but don't do it. Let's go ahead and get into the Capricorn Major Arcana for the Temptation, the Devil card. What else can you tell me? You've got to lay that burden down. Very swiftly, the idea is going to be coming to you. Yeah. Something's not right. Sneaky, suspicious, envious. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay. Yeah. It's time to go. It's time to go. I'm sorry, Virgo, for some of you guys, but it is what it is. It's time for you to change your world, just like this card said. No one wants to hear you complain. It's time for you to do it. You can. Discontent and boredom with partnerships and alliances, creating issues for you within your head and your heart. It's time to get your passion back. It's time for Stella to get her groove back, so that you can be okay. What else do we need to know? Discontent and boredom. Four of Cups. Can you tell me anything else for a Virgo? Woo! Hang on. Yeah, well, it says the same card here. Not being at peace between your head and your heart. Yeah, some of you guys, death is not turned upright, but you're at the point where you're done being done. I mean, it's done. You got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is affecting, yeah, you're concerned about whether it's going to affect leaving this relationship or making this change from work, how it's going to affect affect you. Knight of Wands again. Someone swift. Yeah, you definitely need to be aware of who the fire signs are. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius are ones that you need to be aware of. But the Knight of Wands is coming towards you, trying to spark you a little bit. Yeah, Knight of Swords is like they don't have anything to offer mentally. They don't have anything to offer. And here we are again with the you're trying to stay on top of the situation. You're trying to maintain, or you will have the opportunity to maintain and speak for yourself and stick on top of the situation for what's going to be in your best and highest good. And let's finally hit this mental conflict. What else do we need to know? I think we get it, but let's just find out what else we need to know. Yeah. Two of Swords, again, with the Two of Rods. Which decision, what direction do I go? The universe is just saying, make a decision. We will help you, but the passion being ignited here with this gift, with all this dramatics that you're going through right here, they're giving you a gift so that they can protect your material world. Okay, so don't worry about that. If you do have to get out of a relationship that's not serving you, the universe is here to help take care of you. What else do we need to know about this Two of Swords and Two of Rods? Is there anything else, please? Yeah. This is partnerships and alliances. So you're definitely thinking about leaving this particular person that's in your alliance. And it is someone that is not necessarily emotionally available is basically what we're getting. But this gets split, like I said, into this weekend with, or that weekend that's coming up with passion being ignited for something different. And I think it's, like I said, Stella getting her groove back. That's you taking control of you in the particular situation. But material and spiritual prosperity is here for you. They will not leave you. They will not leave you in the lurch. When it comes to that Monday, you definitely need to kind of go within, get that rest and rejuvenation on the 30th. And like I said, justice is here to help you as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull just a couple of cards. Oh, angel deck, they said. For July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, just to see how these energies potentially could map out for you for the rest of that week. Of course, we will do the July reads here coming up to get a little bit more dialed in. Let us see. All right. Wow. All right. So we have two. We have the Two of Abundance, which is the Two of Pentacles, sitting right next here to the Creativity and Abundance card again. So you are going to be in a position to, one more they said, you're going to be in a position to balance out all of the different energies that are happening. So they're continuing on with that energy of the balance, okay? You were out of whack, out of balance a little bit. Trying to do too much at once. It is time to make a career change is specifically what the angels are saying for those of you that this is work-based and not love relationship-based. Whoops. It's time for you to do that. Make your work. Here we go with the word joy again. Joy and playfulness. This is what's coming up in preparation for your journey, which we just talked about. And creativity and abundance. So it's time for you to get some things done, giving birth to a project. Follow your passion so that the abundance can manifest for you. If you do this, they're telling you that you will be taken care of. So take heed, take warning. If you're not sure what that is, then you definitely need to go in and you need to, prayer, meditate. Prayer is asking for the information. Meditation is hearing what's coming back to you. One more card, they said. It's a lot of energy. But again, that's why we had to break it up, because there's so much. It's this top one, they said. There we go. Go within. So, major arcana here, like I said, go within. You at some level, you know that you're very intuitive, and there's insights that you're aware of. It's time for you to just be quiet and reflect upon the desires of your heart through meditation or prayer. Hello. Be patient with yourself is the ultimate message that they're trying to tell you while you're going through this transition. But I have to tell you, even with some of these different things going on, When it's time to move on, it's time to move on. When it's time to graduate towards something better that you want, then why wouldn't you want to take advantage of that? So please take heed and do that. The universe is here to help guide you in those particular situations, and they're all over the place here telling you that it's going to be great. So one more time, attune to the infinite. Be still in the silence. Magic can happen. Be in the moment, okay? Get prepared for your journey, okay? Call on Archangel Zapkiel to help keep you in the spirit of ecstasy. What is joyful, okay? Take advantage of grounding and anchoring where you can, all right? Stop fucking whining about what it is that you have to do. True success is measured by you being in alignment, and you could have attracted relationships that were unwanted. So just try to think about the things that you do want, knowing that you're clearing yourself of all of this other stuff that's going on here. I know that's a lot of energy, but like I said, at the end of the month, you are going to be in a better position than you are now, and it's starting up your new month in a very good way. So I hope that information finds you very well. I hope that this was helpful and resonated with you. If, for instance, you need to have more information that it could be potentially coming from your rising or your moon, take another look at those signs for cross-watching. Consider giving a like, a comment. I'd be interested to find out how this is affecting some people, and share if you feel that someone else could be benefiting from this particular information. With that, I want to say thank you very much, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.